Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And we're going to bring back our barnstorming tour with the 1936 Pittsburgh Crawfords and Satchel Paige using Strat-O-Matic baseball card and dice. And they continue in their time travel to the year 2019. And tonight they take on the Houston Astros. So Satchel Paige will face off against Gerrit Cole. This is Game 6 of the Barnstorming Tour. The previous 5 games are up on the channel for your viewing pleasure. So here we go. Let's get to the starting lineups and roll some Stratomatic card and dice. For the 1936 Crawfords, leading off playing center field is Crutchfield. He'll be followed by Bankhead in left. Batting third, playing first base is Charleston. Doing the catching, the cleanup hitter, Josh Gibson. The designated hitter batting fifth is Washington. In right field, batting sixth, Cool Papa Bell. At short is Williams. He'll bat seventh. Dick Say is at second, batting eighth. And Judy Johnson bats ninth and plays third base. Satchel Paige is up on the bump, as he is for all the barnstorming games. In 1936 was 16-3 with a 2.92 earned run average. This is Game 6 of the barnstorming tour against the 2019 MLB teams. For the Houston Astros, Springer will be leading things off and playing center. Jose Altuve will bat second and play second. Batting third and playing third is Bregman. The cleanup hitter is Brantley. He's out in left. Batting fifth, the DH Alvarez. Gurriel is at first, and he'll bat sixth. Correa will play short and bat seventh, and Josh Reddick is in right field, batting eighth. Doing the catching, batting ninth, is Chirinos. And Gerrit Cole is up on the bump for the Astros, 20-5 in 2019 with a 2.50. Jerry Mathers as the Beaver. In 1936, the Crawfords were 85-59 in all the games they played. And you can see some discrepancies in the records, because I think this is every game they played, because I just was on a really good site for Negro League Baseball, and that's not the record they had. So I think it includes any type of all-star games or barnstorming games. And the 2019 Astros, who would lose in the World Series to the Washington Nationals, were 107-55. So here we go. On the mound is Gerrit Cole. Cole is a right-hand thrower. He's good for 6 innings before the point of weakness check starts. And he'll face Jimmy Crutchfield. Cole's a righty. Crutchfield's a lefty. Here's the pitch to Jimmy Crutchfield. Ball game on its way. 6-8, left-handed batter, 6-8, and that's a walk, so Jimmy Crutchfield works a walk. Crutchfield's on first. He's a C stealer. They'll hold him close. He's not going anywhere. Though Cole is a +1. Cole is a +1, and Chirinos is a neutral arm of 0. He's a C stealer. 1 through 12. So he's going to stay put right now. That'll bring up Sam Bankhead, the Crawfords left fielder. He's a right-handed batter. B hit and run becomes an A hit and run. They're holding him close. They're going to play hit and run here. He's going to go to an A. We're going to roll the 2 red die. There's the hit and run. That's a 6. Hit and run on a 6. Ground ball to second. Runner off on the hit and run. He'll reach second. So it goes 4-3 on the hit and run. But advancing to second is Crutchfield. Bankhead does his JOB. I like to mark hit and run on that. Making the play was Altuve, and he threw to first. That was his only play. So 1 out, runner in scoring position for the Crawford's first baseman, Oscar Charleston. He's a left-handed batter. Chirino sets the target. The pitch to Oscar Charleston. 5-6. Pick up some sticks. He's a lefty. 5-6. Swing and a miss. So Cole gets him. 2 outs. Crutchfield will be off on contact. He'll be a +1, 1 through 14. And there comes the catcher, Josh Gibson. Gibson, tremendous power. Righty-righty matchup. Chirinos goes through the signs. Garrett Cole nods his head. The pitch to Josh Gibson. 1-3. What will it be? We shall see on the 1-3. Righty-righty matchup. 1-3, ball 4. So it's going to be first and second. Cole issues his second walk of the inning. Crutchfield at second. Josh Gibson at first. And here comes Johnny Washington, the designated hitter. He's a left-handed stick. 2 outs, 2 on. Cole nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Johnny Washington. 5-6. Pick up some sticks. A left-handed batter. 5-6. Strike 3 looking. Painted the inside corner. The Crawfords threaten but do not score. They strand 2. Cole also strikes out 2. We go to the bottom of the first. Scoreless here in Houston. Due up for the Astros to face the great Satchel Paige, Springer, Altuve, and Bregman. So Satchel Paige up on the bump with his warm-up tosses done. A quick word with Josh Gibson, and here comes George Springer, right-handed batter. So it's a righty-righty matchup. Paige good for 8 innings until point of weakness check. Gibson sets the target. The pitch to George Springer. 6-7. 6-7. Curveball, swing and a miss. Satchel Paige starts the game off in style, striking out Springer, 1 down. Paige, a tremendous strikeout pitcher in this barnstorming. And I'll bring up Jose Altuve. Another righty-righty matchup. The pitch from Paige to Altuve. 5-8. 5-8. Ground ball to second. Say is a 2 defender, and that's a 16. So a 2 and a 16. Say makes the play. He'll throw to first, and that is 2 outs. So Altuve is retired. He grounds out to his counterpart, Dick Say. 2 outs, base is empty. And here comes a third baseman, Alex Bregman. Another righty-righty matchup. Paige looking for the 1-2-3 inning. The high leg kick and the pitch to Alex Bregman. 4-8. 4-8. And that's a single line shot past the dive of the third baseman, Judy Johnson, into left. So a 2-out single for Bregman keeps the inning alive for Brantley. Bregman at first, D. Steeler. They will hold him close with 2 outs. He'll only be a +1. And here's Brantley, left-handed batter. Brantley digs in. Paige peeks to first. And now he rocks and deals to Michael Brantley. 3-3. What will it be? We shall see. 3-3. Fly ball to right. Going back is Cool Papa Bell. He'll make the catch, and the side is retired. We're through 1 here in Houston. And there is no score as the 1936 Pittsburgh Crawfords and Satchel Paige continue their barnstorming tour through the 2019 MLB teams. Due up for the Crawfords, Cool Papa Bell, Chess Williams, and Dick Say. Back up on the bump for Houston, Garrett Cole. At the ballpark joining us, ID Gesture. He just had a football game up Michael Forbes, Mark Atkins. Thank you for joining us. All right, so it's Cool Papa Bell. Right-handed batter. Actually, switch hitter, excuse me. He'll be batting lefty off the right-handed throwing Garrett Cole. Cool Papa Bell digs in. Here's the pitch from Cole to Papa Bell. 6-9. Left-handed batter. 6-9. Swing and a miss. He chased the high heat. And that's the third strikeout for Garrett Cole. 1 out. So far, Cole has been able to overpower these Crawford batters. Here comes Chess Williams, a shortstop. Chirinos sets the target, the pitch to Williams. 3-9. Righty-righty matchup. 3-9. And that's a single! Past the dive of Bregman into left. So Chess Williams with a 1-out single. And he's a D-stealer. He is going nowhere. They will not hold him on. Mark Atkins says he likes the football on our channel. Well, I thank him for that. We got some more football coming up with our 1972 tournament. We just had a great game between the Jets and the Redskins. If you haven't seen it, check it out. So here's Dick Say, 1 out, 1 on. Say, right-handed batting, second baseman. B hit and run. On deck is Judy Johnson. They're not holding on Chess Williams. So it would stay a B hit and run. We're going to go hit and run. Roll the 2 red die. Need a low roll. That's a 7. That's not going to be a hit, but it will move the runner over. So a B hit and run on a 7. Fielded by the first baseman, Gurriel. He turns and throws to Altuve on the wheel play. Actually, he would shuffle it to Garrett Cole. It's not a bunt. So 2 outs. Runner advances to second. And that Say is out on the hit and run. 3-1. So once again, the Crawfords have a runner in scoring position. 2 outs, and it's Judy Johnson, the number 9 batter. Let's see if Judy Johnson can come up clutch. Another righty-righty matchup. He's ready to grip and rip. Cole nods his head. Chirinos sets the target. The pitch to Judy Johnson. 3-8. 3-8, and that's a walk. First and second, 2 outs. Once again, the Crawfords have 2 on with 2 outs. Top of the order for Jimmy Crutchfield. He walked his first time up. Butch Haber is at the ballpark. Hope all is well. Glad you enjoy it. So Garrett Cole has struck out 3, but he's in a bit of a pickle once again. 2 outs, 2 on for Jimmy Crutchfield. No official at bat. As I stated, he walked earlier. Crutchfield, left-handed batter. Chirinos goes through the signs. Garrett nods his head. The leg kick and the pitch to Jimmy Crutchfield. That's a 5-4. Will it close the door? Left-handed batter, 5-4. This would be a play for the catcher, Chirinos. Chirinos is a 2, and that's a 3 on the blue die roll. 2, 3, popped up, foul territory. Chirinos tosses the mask aside, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So again, Chirinos is a 2 defender. That's a 3. 2, 3, popped out, foul territory. Crawfords, strand 2 once again. We go to the bottom of the second. Scoreless here in Houston. Crawfords have struggled at times in this barnstorming tour on offense. And the great Satchel Paige goes back out onto the mound to have his in-between warm-up tosses. He will face Alvarez, Gurriel, and Correa. So here is Yondor Alvarez, power bat, the designated hitter, left-handed batter. Let's see how Satchel Paige and Josh Gibson deal with Alvarez. Gibson sets the target, the pitch to Yondor Alvarez. Paige tosses up a 2-8. Right-handed pitcher, 2-8. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Gibson applies the tag. And that's strikeout number 2 for the great Satchel Paige, as he totally fooled Alvarez. 1 out, no one on for Yuli Gurriel. Right-handed batting first baseman. Paige works quickly to Gurriel. 1-9 to Yuli. 1-9, and Yuli Gurriel sits on the breaking pitch and crushes that ball to right, and that is long gone. Bippity boppity boom to the moon, Alice. Boom goes the ball, and Yuli Gurriel will touch them all. So that is a 1-9 hanging breaking pitch by Paige. He had struck out Alvarez with the same pitch, but this one hung, and Gurriel made him pay. So 1-9, home run split 1 through 18. We roll to 13. The Astros take a 1-0 lead, to the joy of the Astro fans here at the ballpark. So 1-0 Astros, as we update our Chris Anderson scoreboard. Will that one run be enough for Garrett Cole? Who knows? Here comes Carlos Correa. He could go back-to-back jacks. Right-handed batting shortstop. Paige with the windup and the pitch. That's a 1-8 to Carlos Correa. 1-8. Swing and a miss. Again, Paige comes back with a breaking pitch. So he struck out 2 with it and hung 1. So 2 outs, no one on. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Astros on the home run by Gurriel, and the right fielder, the left-handed batting Josh Reddick, strides to the plate. A lot of pop in this Astros lineup. Do you hear trash cans banging? Paige now says he hears some noise. Now he's ready. Gibson wiggles the fingers. The windup and the pitch to Josh Reddick, 6-9. 6-9, ground ball to short, defense check. Chess Williams is a 2, and that's a 10. 2-10, flip the chart. Shortstop, 2-10, goes to an error check. Chess Williams is an E33. That is not bueno. Roll the 2 red die. That's a 6. E33 on a 6, and he boots the ball. So Chess Williams boots the ball at short. Inning stays alive for the number 9 batter, the catcher, Chirinos. So an E6. Reddick's at first, 1-0, 2 outs. Reddick, a C-stealer. Paige is a -2. Josh Gibson's a -1, so that's a -3. And he'd be 1 through 8. He's going nowhere. Here comes Robinson Chirinos, the catcher. The windmill windup from Paige. The pitch to Chirinos. Righty-righty matchup. 5-5. 5-5. Swing and a miss. The side is retired. Gets him on the fastball inside. Paige has now struck out 4, but he did give up the bippity-boppity-boom to Gurriel. 1-0 Astros as we go to the top of the third. Will that one run be enough for Garrett Cole? This Astros lineup is very potent. Due up for the 36 Crawfords in the top of the third. Bankhead, Charleston, and Gibson. That is the heart of their order. If anyone gets on, the designated hitter, Washington. Hello, Tenacious Strat. You have a good night, my friend. You have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. So here's Sam Bankhead, grounded to second on the hit and run. Cole's ready to work. He deals to Bankhead. 4-9. Righty-righty matchup. 4-9. And that ball is driven deep to center field, and it's going to be off the wall. And by the time it's corralled and thrown back in towards the infield, Sam Bankhead has a leadoff double. 4-9. Home run 1 through 10. We rolled a 19. It's a double to center. Bankhead came ever so close to tying this game up. And once again, the Crawfords have a runner on second. So Bankhead's at second. Here comes Oscar Charleston. He's a B bunter, but he's not bunting. On deck is Josh Gibson. He's a B bunter. They would be holding Bankhead on, so he would stay a B bunter. Do we move? You know what? We're going to play some small ball. Here's the pitch from Cole. Charleston squares the bunt, and it's a 4. And he's a B bunter. That should move the runner over quite easily. 4 B bunter. Fielding it is the first baseman, Gurriel. He tosses to Altuve on the wheel play. And advancing to third is Bankhead. So the Crawfords play small ball there. That's a sack. Bunt. 3-4. 1 out. Bankhead 90 feet away from tying this game up. And here comes Josh Gibson. On deck is Washington. Cole doesn't even think about the intentional walk. He's Garrett Cole. Gibson walked his first time up, so let's see if they pitch carefully again. Chirinos sets the target, the pitch to his counterpart, Josh Gibson. That's a 5-12 righty-righty matchup. 5-12 ground ball. First base defense check. Gurriel is a 1, and that's a 7. He should make this play. 1. 7 goes to an error check, and he's an E5. Roll the 2 red die. That's a 7. Ground ball A. He makes the play, but ground ball A. Batter is out at first. If no runners are forced, runners hold. Oh, wow. So a hard hit ball to the first baseman, Gurriel. The contact play was not on. Bankhead stays at third, and Gibson is retired. As he grounds out to first, taking it to the bag himself was Gurriel, keeping an eye on Bankhead. So there's 2 outs now. This could be a horrible lost opportunity for the 36 Crawfords. And now it's up to the DH left-handed batting, Johnny Washington. Washington was a strikeout victim of Garrett Cole. Cole has struck out 3. Paige has struck out 4. The 1 run came off the bat of Yuli Gurriel, a home run, a solo blast in the bottom of the second. Can Johnny Washington tie it up here? The leg kick and the pitch from Garrett Cole. That's a 5-5. Left-handed batter. 5-5. Swing and a miss. Chase the high heat away. That's K number 4. The Crawfords strand the tying run at third base. We go to the bottom of third. Still 1-0 Houston. Here in our 1936 Satchel Paige Pittsburgh Crawford barnstorming tour against the 2019 MLB teams. And it's the Houston Astros tonight. So small ball didn't work out. Paige back up on the bump for the Crawfords. Fans loving it. Here in Houston, they get to see the great Satchel Paige, and they're winning 1-0. Paige will face the top of the order, Springer, Altuve, and Bregman. Springer 0 for 1. He was a strikeout victim. The windmill windup by Paige. Pitch homeward bound to Springer. 3-7. 3-7. Fly ball to center field. Racing back at the track, reaching up and making the catch is Crutchfield. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Springer's now 0 for 2. Here comes the Astros second baseman, Jose Altuve. He grounded out to second. Gibson sets the target. The pitch to Altuve. Paige fires in a 3-11. 3-11, fly ball to right field in the corner, racing over to get it is Cool Papa Bell, and he makes the catch. 2 down. So some good outfield play by the Crawfords. 2 well-hit balls and just flyouts. 2 outs, bases empty for the dangerous Alex Bregman. Bregman singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Bregman digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Paige nods his head, arms down to his chest. The leg kick and the pitch to Bregman. 4-7. Righty-righty matchup. 4-7 single. So another single to center for Bregman. Bregman's 2 for 2. Two outs. Bregman D. Steelers not going anywhere, but they will hold him close. 1 through 15. Now bring up Michael Brantley. Brantley, left fielder, cleanup hitter. He flew out to Cool Papa Bell and right. 0 for 1. 1-0 Astros. Paige looks in at Gibson. He rocks and deals to Michael Brantley. 1-6. Pick up some sticks. Right-handed pitcher. 1-6. Single to center. 2 stars going first to third is Bregman. And here come the Astros trying to do some 2-out damage with back-to-back singles. Runners on the corners for the DH Alvarez, who was a strikeout victim. And that's what Satchel Paige is looking for now. Yondor Alvarez, left-handed power bat. Tremendous one column. Paige takes a deep breath. Picks up the sign. The windmill windup, the pitch to Alvarez. He tosses up. Paige tosses up a 4-2. How do you do? Left-handed batter, 4-2. Ground ball to first. Hard hit, backhanded by Charleston. He waves off Paige, races to the bag himself, steps on it, and the threat is averted. The Astros strand 2. We go to the top of the 4th. 1-0 Houston. Garrett Cole back up on the mound for the Astros. Due up for the 36 Pittsburgh Crawfords, Bell, Williams, and Say. If anyone gets on, Judy Johnson. And there he is, Chris Anderson. And yes, Chris, it's the Chris Anderson scoreboard. Hope all is well, my friend. All right, Garrett Cole to face Cool Papa Bell. He's 0 for 1. He was a strikeout victim. Cole has struck out 4. Paige has struck out 4. 1-0, top of the 4th. Astros. The pitch to Cool Papa Bell. Let's see if he can get things started for the Crawfords. 3-7. Switch hitter batting lefty. Right-handed pitcher. 3-7. Ball 4. So Cool Papa Bell works a walk. That is the 4th walk by Garrett Cole, though he has not paid for it. Yeah, the Excel problem did work. That sheet still doesn't download right, so next time I go to work, I'm gonna download it and see if it comes out right. The other sheets did, but yeah, thank you for your help, Chris. How's your mom and dad? I hope all is well. All right, so Cool Papa Bell's at first. He's a B stealer. Garrett Cole's a +1, and Chirinos is a neutral arm, so it's a +1. 1 through 14. Chess Williams at the plate. He's singled. 1 through 14. There goes Cool Papa Bell. The throw down is a 1. Could be an error, so he steals second. It's a throwing error 1 through 7. And it's a 1. So it's a throwing error. And Bell pops up and goes to third. So he steals the base. Stolen base for Cool Papa Bell. Advances to third on the E2. So a throwing error on Chirinos. Tying run 90 feet away. Excellent to hear, Christopher. Parents doing well. Tying run 90 feet away with no outs. And Chess Williams at the plate. He's 1 for 1. Let's see what Williams can do. B bunter, but he's going to swing away. We're not going to squeeze. Infield playing normal. The pitch from Cole to Chess Williams. 3-9. Looking for at least a deep fly ball here to score Cool Papa Bell. 3-9. Righty-righty matchup. 3-9. And that is a line shot to third. Cool Papa Bell goes diving back as racing to the bag and sliding into it is Bregman. But Cool Papa Bell beats him back to the bag. That was a 3-9. Single 1 through 7. We rolled a 12. It's a line out to third. So Bregman makes a great play there. Almost doubles up. Cool Papa Bell 1 out. Could this be another squander by the Pittsburgh Crawfords? Yeah, we'll have to try that, Chris. It's just something weird. And I know the Excel sheet works. Because other people have downloaded it. It's just something weird. I don't know if it's because it was the word. It just keeps recognizing it as word even though I changed it. All right. 1 out. Tying run still at third. Dick Say comes to the plate. Again, they'll play for the out. They'll give up the run. Say grounded to first on a hit and run. Cool Papa Bell takes his lead. He's an A bunter. Ooh, wait a second here. Let's see. Squeeze play. He would go to a B bunter because they would be looking for it. Success. Two through 7. You know what? 2 through 7. We're going to let him swing away. No squeeze. Here's the pitch from Cole to Dick Say. He's swinging away. 1-10. Righty-righty matchup. 1-10. Fly ball to right field. B. So this is not automatic, but they should get the run in. So that he flies to Reddick in right. Question mark. +2 to Reddick's arm. So Reddick is a -2. +2 makes him a neutral arm. Run rating, fielding rating. So Cool Papa Bell will score 1 through 16. 17, 18, and 19 he holds. If it's a 20, he's out. He's tagging up. We could have a... Here's the throw from Reddick. Will it be a 1-1 ball game? It's a 15. He scores. So Cool Papa Bell scores. And it's a 1-1 ball game. On the sac fly to right, Say picks up a ribby. Let's make sure we did that right. Question mark, +2 to the outfielder's arm. Reddick's a -2, so that makes it a 0. Only a 20, you're out. 1 through 16, he's safe. We rolled a 15, so he scores. It's a 1-1 ball game. So the stolen base and the error help the Crawfords. We have a sac fly there. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the number 9 batter, Judy Johnson, the third baseman. He walked his first time up, so Dick Say gets some high fives. The Gold Eagle 99's at the ballpark. Hope ball as well. Chris Anderson calling for the squeeze play. We went with the sac fly instead. So here's Judy Johnson. 2 outs, 1-1 ball game. Top of the 4th. The windup and the pitch of Judy Johnson. Cole fires in a 6-2. How do you do? 6-2. Fly ball. Center field. 6'2". Oh, that's with the fielding rating, with the ballpark rating. We're not doing that. So it's a single 1 through 11. It's an 18, so it's a line shot to the leaping shortstop Correa, and the side is retired. So Johnson strikes the ball well, but another great play by the Houston infield prevents a base hit, but it does not prevent the Crawfords from tying it up on a sac fly by Say, a stolen base and an error, and it's 1-1. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Due up for Houston, the man who hit the home run, Yuli Gurriel, then Correa and Reddick. Satchel Paige back up on the bump for the Pittsburgh Crawfords. Pitching matchup is Satchel Paige for the Pittsburgh Crawfords and Garrett Cole for the Houston Astros. If you're looking at the Chris Anderson scoreboard, it would be the last pitcher. So, right at the end. So Satchel Paige is above Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole has long hair with a beard, and Satchel Paige is above him. Those are your pitchers right there. The last photos in the lineups on the Chris Anderson scoreboard. So here's Yuli Gurriel, 1 for 1 with a homer. Paige looking for revenge. Gibson sets the target. Pitch inbound to Gurriel. 1-7. 1-7. Righty-righty matchup. Fly ball deep to center field. Racing back is Crutchfield. He leaps and he makes the catch as Gurriel tags it. But a great jump by Crutchfield retires Gurriel. Satchel Paige tips his cap and gives a bow to his center fielder, Jimmy Crutchfield. So 1 out, no one on for Carlos Correa. Mark Jones, Satchel Paige is in the Hall of Fame. Yes, he is. Love Satchel Paige. Correa, 0 for 1. He was a strikeout victim. Paige has struck out 4. The pitch to Correa. Paige tosses up a 6-10. Righty-righty matchup. 6-10. Ground ball to short. Chess Williams is a 2, and that's an 11. 2-11 goes to an air check, and he's an E33, and that is not bueno. Good range, but commits a lot of errors. E33, we rolled the 2 red die. That's a 6. I don't think that's going to be good, and he boots it. And I believe that's his second error. Let's just check here. Yep, second error. So 2 errors at short, 1 out. Correa's at first. They're not going to hold him on. He's an E-stealer. And here comes Josh Reddick. Reddick also reached first on an error by Chess Williams. Paige needs to bail him out here. Paige and the Crawfords looking for the double play ball. Pinching the middle are Williams and Say. The high leg kick and the pitch to Josh Reddick. 0 for 1. Reached on the error. That's a 2-5. Left-handed batter. Right-handed pitcher. 2-5. Single to right. Single to right for Reddick. Sits back nice on that breaking ball and pulls it. Single to right. Correa was not being held on. He's 1 through 12. The right fielder is Cool Papa Bell. He has a neutral arm. Chirinos on deck. They'll hold him. So station to station go the Astros. They don't want to run into an out. 1-1 ball game. Bottom of the fourth. And here comes the catcher, Robinson Chirinos. Again, Paige hoping for the double play ball. Chirinos is 0 for 1. He was a strikeout victim. Correa at second, Reddick at first. The pitch to Chirinos. Paige fires in a 4-9. Righty-righty matchup. 4-9. Ball 4. Bases are juiced. So Paige, after the error, gives up a single. Now a walk. So Correa's at third, Reddick at second, Chirinos at first, and we go to the top of the order. George Springer, who's 0 for 2, is struck out and flown out to center. Double play ball will get the great Satchel Paige and the Crawfords out of this inning. It's 1-1. Springer digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Gibson pounds the mitt, sets the target, imploring Paige to hit it. The windmill windup. And the pitch to George Springer. 1-3. What will it be? We shall see. 1-3. Single to right. And the Astros take the lead. 1-3. Single to right. Correa comes trotting in. Reddick, 1 through 13. Bell with a neutral arm. They'll keep the bases juiced with 1 out. So Reddick will stop at third. Chirinos stops at second. And clapping at first with a ribby is George Springer. And the Astros come right back to retake the lead after the Crawfords tied it up in the top of the fourth. It's now 2-1. Astros. Still only 1 out. Still bases are juiced. And the dangerous Jose Altuve coming to the plate. Altuve, 0 for 2. He's grounded out and flown out. Paige complaining about some banging of the drums or trash can lids. Paige takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch to Altuve. 1-3 again. 1-3, ball 4. Oh, my Lord. And trotting in from third is Reddick. It's now 3-1. Altuve will pick up an RBI on the bases loaded walk. Advancing to third is Chirinos. Advancing to second is Springer. And Josh Gibson will go out to have a word with Satchel Paige. So the error has really shook up Paige. You can see Chess Williams just looking down at the dirt from his shortstop position. Gibson back behind the plate, and here comes Alex Bregman. Bregman is 2 for 2. He has 2 singles. Bullpen gets up. Here's the pitch to Bregman. 4-5, righty-righty matchup. 4-5 and a 13. That is a deep fly ball to left field. Racing back at the track in front of the wall. Making the catch is Bankhead. Fly ball B. Scoring from third is Chirinos. And all the other 2 runners hold. So Bregman picks up a ribby on the sack to left. Still 2 for 2. Another run scores for the Astros. It's now 4-1. That's like a ton of runs for Garrett Cole. So Chirinos scores. Springer held at second. Altuve stayed at first. Bregman gets the sack fly. High fives in the dugout. And a ribby. And here comes Michael Brantley, the cleanup hitter. So Paige on the verge of he's given up 4 runs, but they're not in consecutive innings, so he should be okay. He gives up a couple more, he'll hit point of weakness. This would be the worst outing for Satchel Paige. As Mark Jones says, Paige is struggling. He is. This is a tough lineup, the Astros. Brantley, 1 for 2, a fly out to right and a single. 2 outs, 2 on, 4-1 Astros. The pitch to Brantley from Paige, 2-12. Right-handed pitcher, 2-12. Fly ball to left, deep again. Racing back, reaching up, and making the catch is Bankhead, and the side is retired. Aided by an error, the Astros score 3. We go to the top of the 5th, 4-1 Houston. Paige seemed to come apart a bit in that inning after the error. Garrett Cole back up on the perch for the Astros. He's going to face the top of the order, Jimmy Crutchfield, Sam Bankhead, and Oscar Charleston. If anyone gets on, Josh Gibson. And again, that's the heart of the Crawfords order. The one thing I have noticed in this barnstorming tour, the Crawfords at times have struggled to score runs. So a 3-run lead for Garrett Cole. Again, his point of weakness check does not start until the 6th. No, there's no downgrade in Strat. Point of weakness, Chris, point of weakness. If you score X amount of runs in consecutive, like 5 runs in 1 inning or so many runs in 2 innings, you get to your point of weakness before. For Satchel Paige, his point of weakness starts in the 8th. Doesn't mean he's going to have his point of weakness. It's just the check starts. But so this isn't like Pine Tar. You have it downgrades. Not so much a grade, but how many innings you can pitch. Again, if you hit the maximum runs scored. All right, here comes Crutchfield. 0 for 1. He's walked and popped out to the catcher. Chirino sets the target. The pitcher, Jimmy Crutchfield. Cole fires in a 4-9. Left-handed batter, 4-9, and that is a double. That is a shot, and that's going to bang off the center field wall. 1 through 10 would have been a homer. Jimmy Crutchfield needed another foot. It's a leadoff double. So here come the Crawfords. In the top of the 5th. A leadoff double for Crutchfield. He's now 1 for 2. Second time he's been on base. Again, he walked his first time up. So Jimmy Crutchfield's at second. 4-1 lead for the Astros. Here comes Sam Bankhead. Bankhead grounded out on a hit and run and then doubled. He's in there to grip and rip. Cole nods his head. He rocks and deals to Sam Bankhead. 4-7 to Bankhead. Righty-righty matchup, 4-7, swing and a miss. He chased the high heat, and that is another strikeout for Cole. He's got 5 now, 1 out. Crutchfield still at second. They'll hold him close, so he'll be a -1 until 2 outs, 1 through 12. And here comes Oscar Charleston. Charleston is struck out and had a sac bunt. Chirinos goes through the signs. A quick nod of the head from Cole. Here's the pitch to Oscar Charleston. Will he be doing the Charleston around the bases? 1-9. Right-handed pitcher. 1-9. Strike 3 on the breaking pitch. Couldn't pull the trigger. Back-to-back Ks for Cole. He now has 6. So another possible squander here for the Crawfords. Leadoff double. And now 2 consecutive strikeouts. 2 outs. Crutchfield will be off on contact. It'll be a +1, 1 through 14. Here comes the power-hitting catcher, Josh Gibson. He has walked and grounded to third. If he goes yard, the Crawfords pull to within 1. Garrett shakes off Chirinos. The windup and the pitch to Gibson. 4-7. Was a shake-off a good idea? We'll see. 4-7. Righty-righty matchup. Swing and a miss. He got him on the breaking pitch. So after the leadoff double, Garrett Cole strikes out Bankhead, Charleston, and Gibson. He has 7 Ks. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 4-1 Astros. Leadoff double, then 3 strikeouts. We went with Garrett Cole over Verlander. He had slightly better numbers, and that's how we set up the pitching. The best pitcher will face Satchel Paige. Usually we go off the ERA and strikeouts. That's what we like. Paige trying to keep it a 3-run deficit and hope his offense can come to life. He'll face Alvarez, Gurriel, and Correa in the bottom of the 5th. Astros up 4-1. Alvarez 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded to first. The pitch to Yonder Alvarez from Satchel Paige. 1-9. 1-9. Strike 3 outside corner. Fastball. Gibson does a wonderful job framing it. And that's another K for Satchel Paige. He's got 5. Can't give up any more runs. Again, the Crawfords struggle in this barnstorming tour to score runs. They've had two games where they scored a decent amount of runs. So 1 out, no one on. Here's Yuli Gurriel. He's homered and flown out to center. Gurriel digs in the right-hander's batter's box, ready to grip and rip. The windmill windup from Paige. The pitch to Gurriel. 2-5, excuse me. 2-5, and that's a single to center. So Gurriel smacks this fastball returned to sender. 1 out single. Gurriel's now 2 for 3. And here comes Carlos Correa, Astros shortstop. 0 for 2. He struck out, reached on an error by the Crawford shortstop, Chess Williams, and scored in that horrific bottom of the 4th. Paige looking for the double play ball. The pitch to Correa. 1-12. 1-12 fly ball right field A. And that's a deep shot in the corner. Making the diving catch is Cool Papa Bell. But an alert piece of base running by Gurriel. And he tags up and goes to second. So let's just double check. 1-12. Fly ball right field A. Runners advance 1 base. So with 2 outs, a great catch by Cool Papa Bell, but he goes sliding into the corner. And very alertly, Yuli Gurriel gets back to the bag and tags, and by the time Papa Bell fires it back in, Yuli is slid in safely to second. So 2 outs now. That'll bring up the number 8 batter, Josh Reddick. Chirinos on deck. They'll hold Gurriel close. He'll be 1 through 13. He'll only be a +1 with 2 outs. Reddick has reached on an error by the shortstop, Chess Williams, and singled and scored in the bottom of the 4th uprising. Paige is ready. Deals to Josh Reddick, left-handed batter. 6-10. 6-10. Ground ball to short. Oh, no. 2-9. 2-9. Oh, my God. We go to a 3rd error check. E33 for Chess Williams. That's a 9. I think he makes the play on this one. 33 and a 9. Knocks it down, picks it up, fires low to first, scooped out of the dirt by Charleston, and the side is retired. As Chess Williams almost made his 3rd error. Great scoop out of the dirt by Charleston. So Paige puts up the goose egg to keep it a 3-run deficit. In the bottom of the 5th, we go to the top of the 6th. 4-1 Astros. A shaky inning again, but no runs. Top of the 6th starts point of weakness check for Garrett Cole. Astros have their bullpen up. We've already have it. The pitchers, the 3 pitchers we have all set to go on the top of the card pile. Cole will face Washington, Bell, and Williams. Washington 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Will he get the hat trick you don't want? Cole works quickly to Johnny Washington. Fires in a 5-9. Left-handed batter, 5-9. Ground ball to short and Correa. He's a 2 defender, and that's a 9. 2-9 goes to an error check. He's an E5. That's much better than a 33. Here's the dice roll. That's a 9 on an E5. He should make the play. E5. Shortstop. Why can I not find the E5? Is he not an E5? Shortstop. I wrote down an E5. Did my eyes play tricks on me? Let's see what he is. I could have sworn he's an E5. I'm not seeing an E5 on the sheet, though. Correa. E5. Shortstop. E7, E8, E10. Huh. That is wild. Why am I not seeing it? E5. Huh. There is no E5. How the hell do you make him an E5 if he's not an E5? We rolled a 9, so an E7 he makes the play. I mean, an E5 would make the play too. Yeah. That is wild. He's an E5. I'm looking at the advanced fielding chart. Shortstop. It's a 9. We go to the error check. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? No, E5. It goes E7, E8, E10, E12. Well, he makes the play. 6-3. That is weird. I don't think you guys can see that. That is really weird. I've never had that happen before. He's an E5. It clearly says he's an E5 on his card. E7, E8, E10, E12, E14, E16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So we're just going to use the E7. And he makes the play. That is 5-6. That is weird. All right, he makes the play. 6-3. So Washington's retired. He's 0-3. I've never noticed that they've not had all the numbers on. He is clearly an E5 on his card. Carlos Correa, shortstop, 2-range, E5. And there is no E5 on the advanced fielding chart under a shortstop. That it's the first time that's ever happened to me. I've never noticed that before because it's the first time it's happened to me. So, but he would make the play if he was an E7, so I have to assume he makes a play on an E5. 1 out. Here's Cool Papa Bell. He has struck out, walked, and scored on the sac fly by Say. So Johnny Washington's out. He grounds to short. Top of the 6th, the pitch to Cool Papa Bell from Garrett Cole. 4-3, what will it be? We shall see. Switch hitter batting lefty. 4-3, swing and a miss. Garrett Cole rings up another Crawford. Second time he's got Cool Papa Bell, and I believe that is 8 Ks. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 8 Ks for Garrett Cole. 2 outs in the top of the 6th. So he seems like he's going to groove through. Yeah, it could be a misprint, Chris. It's an E5. Gold Eagle. It's an E5, and there's no E5. It's E7, E8. I'm not going to go through it again. I looked 5 times. I'm not saying I don't make mistakes, but there is no E5. So a 9 on the E7, he makes the play. So that's what I went with. And I'm going to ask Baseball Demos about that. No, not computerized. It's an Excel. It's the Chris Anderson scoreboard. Thank you for joining us, David Florio. 2 outs, base is empty for Chess Williams. Cole looking for his 9th strikeout. He rocks and deals to Chess Williams. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. 1-9. Righty-righty matchup. 1-9. Ground ball to short. Easier play for Correa. He fires to Gurriel, and the side is retired. Scoring at home 6-3. 1-2-3 go the Crawfords. We go to the bottom of the 6th, so point of weakness. Cole easily gets through it. Try to get him through one more inning. Still 4-1 Astros. Yeah, I'm going to ask baseball demos. I've never had that. I've always thought all the numbers were on there, but they're not. I just noticed that. So Dick Say will lead things off. Satchel Paige back up on the mound for the bottom of the sixth, trailing 4-1. He's got to keep it a 3-run deficit and somehow hope the Crawfords get hot. Thank you, David. Glad you're here. Glad you enjoy it. Here's Robinson Chirinos. He'll be followed by Springer and Altuve. Chirinos 0 for 1. He struck out and walked. Gibson sets the target. Windmill windup from Page. The pitch to Robinson Chirinos, 1-7. Righty, 1-7. Swing on the miss. Nasty breaking ball. Gibson applies the tag as the curveball hit the dirt. And it's the second time Page has struck out Chirinos. Satchel Paige now has 6 Ks. So Satchel Paige has 6 Ks. Cole has 8. Top of the order, George Springer. Springer struck out, flown to center, and singled in a run. 1 for 3. D. Scott Howard, how you doing? Hope all is well. The pitch to Springer from Page, 2-9. Righty matchup, 2-9. Swing and a miss. He ties him up inside with the fastball. Page looking to strike out the side. He now has 7 Ks. Oh! So, Steeler fan 1933 says, a quick look on Google says Correa is a 2E22. Altuve is an 2E5. So Altuve, though, in 2019 is a 2E16 at second. I got the card here. Again, I'm just telling you what's on the card. So Altuve is a 2E16 at second. Correa, let's go back to it. He's a 2E5. These are the 2019. So that's what's printed on here. But that's pretty interesting. That's interesting. Thank you for looking that up, Steelers fan, 1933. Yeah, he's a 2E5. Jose Altuve is a 2E16. 2 outs, bases empty. Back-to-back strikeouts of Chirinos and Springer bring Altuve to the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. Jose 0 for 2. He's grounded out, flown out, and walked with the bases loaded, so he did get a ribby. Page looking to strike out the side. The high leg kick and the pitch to Altuve. 1-12, fly ball to left. Going back a bit, setting and making the catch is Bankhead, and the side is retired. 1-2-3. Go the Astros. That's really interesting because Steelers fan 1933 looked up Jose Altuve and Correa, and what he saw on Google was completely different than what is printed on the cards, which is interesting. I'm going to look it up too. That's going to be really, again, I never noticed there's no E5 on a shortstop. It's the first time that's happened. I'll shoot a message to Baseball Demos. He plays a lot of Strat. Again, I'm not the Strat expert. I'm not the Pine Tar expert. I'm not the expert at anything. I just enjoy playing the games and calling and trying to entertain a little bit, and enjoy the chat. So, but I appreciate you looking that stuff up. That's why we have the best chat. So that's the 7th here. Top of the 7th. Time getting short for the Crawfords in this game. Say, Johnson, the top of the order. Crutchfield. Now, Cole got through the 6th. I'm going to just set up the pitchers now. Will Harris, 1.5 earned run average, 5-0. He had 4 saves. Then Joe Smith, 1.80. So I was going to go Smith, Harris, and then Ryan Presley. No, not Presley. He's not the closer. Roberto Osuna. I'm going to try to get Cole through one more inning. No, it doesn't, Chris. There is no E. Oh, for a second baseman. Yes, there is an E5 for a second baseman. And a 9, he makes the play. Because I looked across also. So, and also there is an E5 for a first baseman, and on a 9, he makes the play. So that's why I determined he made the play. David Floria, where you can get a Strat Stadium. You mean like the mat? You know what you can do? You can, if you have a printer at home, go on Images, pick out one of the ballparks you like, and then just print it up on legal size paper. And you thus have the stadium you like. I did that with Glory Days Boxing. I printed up a couple of different boxing rings when I played Card&Dice. You can do that. Either that or you're going to pay way too much from Strat to get this piece of thick cardboard, you know. But yeah, you can go on Images, you know, David. Go on Images, whatever your favorite ballpark is, and then you can print it on legal paper if you have the capability of doing that, you know. All right, here we go. We're going to try to get Cole through another inning. He's up 3-1, and then we'll turn it over to the bullpen. Dick Say, 0 for 1. Grounded out in a hit and run that advanced the runner and had a sac fly for the only ribby when Bell scored from third. That's when we had a walk, stolen base, and an error. We produced the run. Here's the pitch from Cole to Dick Say. Cole has 8 strikeouts, looking for his 9th. It's a 5-5 righty-righty matchup. 5-5, and he just picked up his 9th. Overpowers Say with the fastball. Big swing and a miss. 9th K for Cole. Oh, you want a custom stadium? Oh, I don't know about that. You can go online. You mean like when they actually build the little stadium? I've seen that too. That's pretty cool. I've seen people build the stadiums out of wood. Now I'll bring up Judy Johnson with 1 out. Johnson, 0 for 1. He's walked and was robbed of a hit on a leaping catch by the shortstop Correa. The pitch to Judy Johnson from Garrett Cole. 3-7. Righty-righty matchup. 3-7. Fly ball to left. Camping, waiting to make the catch is Brantley. 2 up, 2 down. Top of the order now, Jimmy Crutchfield. Crutchfield, 1 for 2. He's walked, popped out to the catcher, and doubled. Crawfords have had their opportunities, but they have not knocked in any runs. Yep, still 4-1 Astros. As you can just check out the scoreboard, the Chris Anderson scoreboard. Top of the 7th, 2 outs. The pitch to Jimmy Crutchfield, trying to get it to Bankhead. Digs in the left-hander's batter's box. 1-4. Does it close the door on Jimmy Crutchfield? Right-handed pitcher. 1-4. Fly ball deep to right, but not deep enough. At the track, making the catch is the right fielder, Reddick. And 1-2-3 go the Crawfords. So, Garrett Cole is through 7 now. He's cruising along. And Satchel Paige had that one horrible hiccup inning after the Crawfords tied it in the top of the 4th. Aided by an error in the bottom of the 4th, the Astros got 3. Bottom of the 7th, 4-1 Astros due up. Bregman, Brantley, and Alvarez to face Satchel Paige. Paige has struck out 7. Cole struck out 9. Alex Bregman, 2 for 2. 2 singles and a sac fly for a ribby. The pitch from Paige to Bregman. 2-8. Righty-righty matchup. 2-8. And Bregman has launched this ball high and deep and gone as he was sitting dead red. And that ball is deposited in the seats. And it's now 5-1 Astros. So again, that is a 2-8. 2-8 home run 1 through 14, double 15 through 20. It's a 10. So Bregman continues to have a wonderful day in the neighborhood. That's his 2nd ribby. This one coming on the home run. And the Astros increase their lead to 5-1. It's a 4-run lead now. And we'll try to get Paige through this inning. As again, it's the Satchel Paige Crawfords Barnstorming Tour. Leroy Matlock is warming in the pen for the Crawfords. Here's Brantley. Brantley's 1 for 3. Paige trying to regroup. He has struck out 7, but given up 5 runs. Not all of them are earned, though. All of them are earned. The pitch to Brantley from Paige, 3-7. Right-handed pitcher, 3-7, fly ball center field. That'll be out number 1. Making the catch is Crutchfield. Crowd still abuzz on the leadoff homer by Bregman here in the bottom of the 7th. So 1 out, 5-1 Astros. And here comes Yonder Alvarez, designated hitter. He struck out twice and grounded out. He's 0 for 3. He's got a big boomstick, though. Gibson wiggles the fingers. An angry Satchel Paige nods his head, not happy with his effort. The pitch to Yonder Alvarez. 4s across the board. That's a 4-8 left-handed batter. 4-8, and that's a single to left. He went the other way on the breaking pitch. Gibson goes out to have a word with Paige. He says he's okay. It looks like Leroy Matlock is ready. 1 out, 1 on, 5-1 Astros. Yuli Gurriel to the plate. He's 2 for 3. A home run and a ribby. A fly out to center and a single. Paige hopes to induce the double play ball as Williams and Say pinch the middle. The pitch to Gurriel. Yuli, 3-7. 3-7. Line shot. A step and a dive by the third baseman Johnson. What a play by Judy Johnson. Quickly scampering back to first. The slow-footed Alvarez, the DH. So Gurriel robbed of his 3rd hit by Judy Johnson. So 2 outs. Yeah, we're not even +2. We're not going to... Yeah, we always hold on to everyone with 2 outs anyway. That's the way I play it. So only a +1 for Yonder Alvarez, 1 through 11. Here's Carlos Correa. Correa, 0 for 3. Strikeout, reached on an error and scored, and then was robbed of a diving catch in the corner by Cool Papa Bell, in which Gurriel tagged up and went to second. The pitch to Correa from Paige. 1-9. 1-9. And that ball is launched. Another fastball sent into orbit. And another home run for the Astros. Do you hear trash can lids? And it's now 6-1 on the bippity-boppity boom to the moon, Alice. 2 home runs in this inning. And that's going to be it for Satchel Paige. It's the first time he's got knocked out of a game. And that's it for Satchel Paige. So homers by Bregman and Correa do in the great Satchel Paige. He did strike out 7. It definitely his worst pitching performance. This was a tough matchup for the Crawfords. And here comes Leroy Matlock, who was 20-5 with 1 save. He's been the only other pitcher we've used in this series of Barnstorming Tour. And here comes Matlock. So Satchel Paige goes 6 2/3. Struck out 7. And he gave up 6 runs. They weren't all earned. 6-1. And here's Leroy Matlock. Polite applause from the fans here in Houston for the great Satchel Paige. In his worst performance. This is Game 6 of the Barnstorming Tour. Prior 5 games are up on the channel. So here's Leroy Matlock trying to get the final out here in the bottom of the 7th. He's a lefty. Again, 20-5. He had 1 save, 3.79 earned run average. So Correa homer. Actually, that was a 2-run homer. What am I saying? Oh, my Lord. That was a 2-run homer. That's 2 ribbies for Correa. It's 7. That was a 2-run homer. It's 7-1 because Alvarez was at first. So it's 7-1. Josh Reddick at the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. Houston fans celebrating like it's Mardi Gras. You're right, David Florio. 7-1. And when I was looking down at the cards, I was like, hey, wait a second. Let me check the box score here. All right, Matlock deals to Reddick. Reddick is 1 for 3. He's reached on an error, singled, and scored and grounded to short. 3-6. Will this end the inning of misery for the Crawfords? 3-6. Lefty-lefty matchup. 3-6, and Reddick singles. 6 and 7s are singles. The only thing on the 3 column. And Reddick is now 2 for 4. So Matlock right now does not spell relief. As what was he watching? Murder, She Wrote? Number 9 batter, the catcher. Robinson Chirinos. He's glad that Paige is out of the game. He struck out twice. He did walk and score, though. So 2 outs. Reddick at first. Here's the pitch to Chirinos. Righty-lefty matchup. 6-6. Pick up some sticks. Get your kicks on Route 66. Right-handed batter. 6-6. And that's a double. 1 through 15. 2 stars. So Reddick will be held up at third. Matlock coming in there throwing heat, and he's getting hit quite rudely. Second and third. 2 outs. Astros really looking to make this a laugher. Top of the order, George Springer. The pitch to Springer. Matlock working quickly like he's got a dinner date. 3-5. Gets a left-handed pitcher. 3-5. And that's a single. 1 through 7. Past the dive of the first baseman, Charleston. And it's 1 star. So scoring from third is Correa. Stopping at third is Chirinos. And his second RBI single, Springer. Springer's now 2 for 5. 2 singles, 2 ribbies, 2 strikeouts, and a flyout. Another run put up on the board by the Astros. Oh, shoot. That's 4. Ah! Too many. 4. 8-1. This has been the worst outing for the Crawfords. As this is what you fear. If Satchel Paige isn't on, this team does not hit. From what I've noticed, it's just sometimes you get some offense from Charleston and Gibson, but that's about it. The bottom of the order was good in a couple of games where we were able to produce a couple of runs. So it's now 8-1, 2 outs, first and third. Altuve comes to the plate. Again, Matlock trying to nail down that last out here in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch to Jose Altuve. 4-8. Does the hit parade continue? 4-8. Fly ball to center field. And mercifully making the catch and ending the inning is Jimmy Crutchfield. But the Astros plate 4, knocking Paige out of the game. We go to the top of the 8th. It is 8-1. Cole's going to stay in the game. Cole is going to stay in this game. Let's see if we can get him through the whole thing. It's 8-1. So those 2 runs. RBI. Only 1 run, I'm sorry. That 1 run is Matlock's run. I'm missing a run here. Oh, yeah, because he gave up 7 runs. He gave up 7 runs. Paige gave up 7 runs because I had missed the 2-run homer. I thought it was a solo shot. Paige gave up 7. Not all of them were earned. I think 2 weren't earned. But again, so it's because Matlock gave up 1, and that's your 8. All right, we go to the top of the 8th. Cole's going to stay in the game. He has a 7-run lead. It's 8-1. Houston Now it's going to be Bankhead, Charleston, and Gibson. They need a huge inning here. They need a huge inning. Chris Anderson says, interesting. Correa only made 2 errors in 2019. Yeah. He's a 2E5, and an E5's good, so. Again, Strat sometimes, I like Strat, I play it. They sometimes just mail it in with their ratings. Not that I'm an expert at that, but I listened to a couple of people talk about it. They just, if a guy's this, a guy's this, But, all right, come on, Crawfords. Let's make it a game here. Bankhead, 1 for 3. He's grounded out in a hit and run, doubled and struck out. Cole with 9 Ks looking for his 10th. He deals to Bankhead, 2-4. Will it close the door on Bankhead? Righty-righty matchup, 2-4. That's a walk. So maybe Cole's getting tired. Bullpen is ready. So Bankhead's at first. And that brings up Oscar Charleston. This could be the last batter if he doesn't get him out. Charleston 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts and a sac bunt. Charleston digs in the left-hander's batter's box. They're not going to hold Bankhead on with the huge lead. Here's the pitcher, Charleston, from Cole. Again, looking for his 10th strikeout. 2-5. Right-handed pitcher. 2-5, and that's a walk. Bankhead goes to second. Charleston to first. We're going to give him one more opportunity to get his 10th strikeout here. And it's Josh Gibson, 8-1. Gibson digging in. Chirinos pounds the mitt. Says, come on, throw it in there. We got a 7-run lead. Here's the pitch to the mighty Josh Gibson, who has walked, grounded to first, and struck out. Cole fires in a 1-7. 1-7. And that is a shot to deep center field. It's going to take a hop off the wall and get away from Springer. It's going to be a triple for Josh Gibson. 1-7. And that's it for Garrett Cole. He does not get his 10th strikeout. 1-7. Home run, 1 through 10. We rolled a 17. It's a triple. So Charleston scores from second. Bankhead scores from second. Charleston scores from first. And Gibson picks up his first hit, a triple, and 2 ribbies. And here comes the pitching change. And it's now 8-3. Cole is responsible for Gibson at third. So Cole pitches 7 innings, does not retire anyone in the 8th. He struck out 9, though. We couldn't get his 10th strikeout. So far, he's given up 3 runs. Could possibly give up 4. So Bankhead and Charleston both score. Let's put them over here. Gibson's at third. And we go to the pen. And it's going to be Joe Smith. Actually, it's not going to be Joe Smith. It's going to be Will Harris. And Robert Osuna will be next. But Will Harris will try to get him through the 8th. 4-1 with 4 saves, 1.50 earned run average. He struck out 62, walked 14, gave up 6 homers, and 60 innings pitched. So Will Harris, and then we'll go to Osuna. Will Harris is a right-handed thrower. Good for 1 inning. Garrett Cole got a nice round of applause coming off the mound. So here's Will Harris. Crawford's bats finally come alive. We couldn't get that 10th strikeout for Cole. We tried. Alrighty. So Harris done with his warm-up tosses, has a quick word with Chirinos. Now he faces the left-handed batting Johnny Washington. Washington 0 for 3, struck out twice and grounded to short. He's happy that Cole's no longer in the game. Gibson at third, 8-3. The windup and the pitch of Johnny Washington. Harris fires in a 3-8. Right-handed pitcher. 3-8. Ground ball to first. Ground ball B. If no runners are forced, runners hold. So Gibson holds at third, and Washington is out. As taking it to the bag himself was Gurriel. Second time that's happened to the Crawfords. Oh, yeah, the Strat computer. I can't even play my basketball game on the PC, on my new PC. It's mind-numbing. I have to call... Strat hasn't been a help. Chris has tried to help. Mike's tried to help, and Sean Shiflett in our Discord groups tried to help, but Sean recommends me calling CyberPower and see if they can help me. That's my PC, who I bought it from. Here's Cool Papa Bell, 1 out. Gibson at third, 8-3 ball game. Harris rocks and deals to Cool Papa Bell. 6-5. Switch hitter batting lefty. 6-5. Swing and a miss. Got him on the breaking pitch. Fooled him badly. 2 outs now. Gibson still stands at third. And here comes Chess Williams. We really don't have any other good batters on the bench. Williams does have a hit. He's 1 for 3. Was robbed in another one on the great play by the third baseman, Bregman. Harris picks up the sign, the leg kick, and the pitch to Chess Williams. 5-4. Will it close the door on the top of the inning? 5-4. Righty-righty matchup. 5-4. Ground ball to third and Bregman. Bregman's a 1, and that's a 3. 1-3. Diving stop by Bregman. He pops up. Fires a strike to Gurriel, and the side is retired. Another great play robs Chess Williams of a hit. So twice Bregman has taken away hits from Chess Williams. The Crawfords do plate 2 on the triple by Josh Gibson. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 8-3 Houston. Matlock back up on the bump. Trying to keep it a 5-run deficit. Oh, it's not user-friendly. It's annoying, Chris. We've tried everything. You've helped. Mike's helped. You guys helped me get my football game to work. They're just not very helpful. Yeah, I have Out of the Ballpark also. You know, you should try Digital Diamond for $14 on Steam. You should try Digital to Diamond. It's a dice game. You get all the seasons. It's $14. It's a fun game. Digital to Diamond. Digital Diamond Baseball, excuse me. Digital Diamond Baseball. If you just look it up online, David, and there's plenty of videos you can look at. It's a pretty fun game. I'm not saying it's Strat, but it's a pretty fun game. Chris likes that game. Digital Diamond Baseball. All right, here we go. Matlock will face Bregman, Brantley, and Alvarez, and we're going to go quick here. Here's the pitch to Alex Bregman. 8-3 lead for the Astros. 3s across the board. 3-6. Pick up some sticks. Right-handed pitcher, 3-6, and that's a walk. Oh, my Lord. Pitching has not been bueno for the Crawfords. So Bregman's at first. They're not going to hold him on. And I'll bring up Michael Brantley, the cleanup hitter. Brantley, and Bregman's had a tremendous day. He's knocked in 2. He is 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer and a sac fly. He's been on base 4 out of 5 times. The pitch to Brantley, he has 1 hit and 4 plate appearances. That's a 2-12. Lefty-lefty matchup, 2-12. Line shot at the second baseman, Say, who fires to first, and they double up Bregman. The 2-12 is a lefty-lefty line-out maximum. Could have been a triple play, but there weren't enough men on. So a line out, double play, 4-3. Bregman's out at first. Oh, yeah. Action PC football is wonderful. Great game. I like all the Action PC games. Now I'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. All right, here's the pitch to the DH. He struck out twice, singled and scored and grounded out. 6-11, lefty-lefty matchup. 6-11, ground ball to third. Up with it is Johnson. Johnson throws to Charleston, and the side is retired. 5-3. We go to the top of the ninth. 8-3. The 2019 Astros over the 1936 Pittsburgh Crawfords. They knocked Paige out of the game, as he only went 6 2/3. So Harris pitched his 1 inning. And now we will go with the closer. And we're going to go with the closer. Roberto Osuna will come in for try to get the final 3 outs. And he should wrap this up pretty quick. Hello, Jim. How you doing? Check out that channel. So here comes Osuna to pitch the 9th. Roberto Osuna, 4 wins, 3 losses, 38 saves, 2.63 earned run average in 2019. And he'll face Say Johnson, the top of the order, Crutchfield. Osuna works quickly to Dick Say. Righty-righty matchup. 2-5. And I jammed him, popped up, left side, calling for it on the outfield grass, waving his arms, is Correa. That's 1 down. They get the ball back to Osuna quickly. He wants to go. He wants to go. The pitch to the third baseman, Judy Johnson, who's hitless. Did walk once. That's a 5-5. Righty-righty matchup. 5-5. Fly ball to center. Camping, waiting to make the catch is Springer. 2 down. So Houston, 1 out away from easily handling the Crawfords and Satchel Paige. And I thought this was going to be a really tough matchup for the Crawfords. We needed a tremendous effort from Paige, and he just didn't have it tonight. He did strike out 7, though. All right, it's up to Jimmy Crutchfield not to make the last out. Houston fans on their feet. They want the strikeout. Osuna looks into Chirinos. The leg kick and the pitch to Jimmy Crutchfield. Will he extend the game? 4-5. Left-handed batter. 4-5. Ground ball to short. Correa is a 2, and that's a 12. 2-12 goes to the error check, which we know doesn't exist. There is no E5 on this chart. So we will just roll the dice and make it up as we go. That's a 7. So let's look at an E5 at a second baseman. So an E5 for a second baseman, 7 is an out. For a first baseman, 7 is an out. On an E5 to a third baseman, 7 is an out. On an E7 to a shortstop, 7 is an out. Ball game over as Correa throws to Gurriel. The Crawfords go down 1-2-3 in the 9th. Final score from Houston, 8-3. The 2019 Astros behind. Garrett Cole gets the win. Harris pitched the 8th. Osuna pitched the 9th. Cole struck out 9. Did give up 3 runs, though. We tried to give him that 10th strikeout. He ended up give up a triple and 2 runs to Josh Gibson. Satchel Paige, in his worst outing, went 6 2/3, 7 runs. Not all of them were earned. I think 2 were unearned. He did strike out 7. Matlock pitched the final, so it was only 8 innings, so he pitched the final inning and a third. And he actually gave up a run, too. And he didn't strike out anybody. So that was the worst performance for the Crawfords. A little disappointment here for the fans here in Houston. But we got to talk about the great Satchel Paige, and that's always a good night. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun time in the chat. Quite a few new names, Steelers fans. As he says, go Astros. The Golden Eagle 99. David Florio. Jim came back. He's new to the chat. And, of course, we had Chris Anderson and many of the other FOC luminaries. So check out all the wonderful content creators in the FOC, friends of the channel, friends of the community. And I'd just like to thank you, one and all, D. Scott Howard, Mark Jones. I don't know how far it's going to let me scroll up. Collectaholic, there's a fun channel. A Tenacious Strat, that's Earl. Butch Haber, Mark Atkins, ID Gesture, Michael Forbes. I don't know if I missed that. So, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. I always like playing our next up. Whoever comes after the Astros, it's in alphabetical order. So that's the next up on our barnstorming tour. And that'll be Game 6. The prior 5 games that'll be Game 7, as this was Game 6. The prior 5 games are up on the channel. I'm not going to spoil it in case there are some good games. There's some really good pitching performances. So thank you very much. Health and happiness. Stay safe. Be smart. We'll get through this coronavirus together. I love you all. I appreciate the time you take and hope you enjoyed the chat. And God bless. You know what's coming. Peace!